Hey guys, real quick before we get into the episode, don't forget to
like us on Facebook at facebook.com/HellaAverageGaming. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/HellaAverageGaming, average spelled AVG. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Follow us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/HellaAverageGaming. Listen to us on Stitcher, check us out on iTunes, and make sure to listen to us on Google Play.
And with all that said and done, let's get to it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 71 of the Hella Average Games cast. Another week has come and gone, another week of video games, another week of talking to the two best dudes I've ever met in my entire life, ever in the history of the world. Carmen and Jeremy, what's happening, fellas?
Hey, you must have met a bunch of dudes then.
Well, you know, you're pretty cool.
My mom thinks I'm cool.
You got at least one fan. Carmen, how many fans you got?
Probably none. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, well, you know.
But then again, it may play in my favor and everybody might like me.
Some people do like assholes. It takes all different kinds of people to make the world go around, you know?
I've never met anybody that didn't like me.
I didn't like you when we first met.
I know, because you're a piece of shit.
Damn. Damn. True story. I didn't like Carmen when we first met. I kicked him out of my apartment.
That's what I remember Rob telling me that.
Yep. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Who'd have thought we would have made it here? Nobody.
All it took was a bunch of beer. And they're your best friends.
You're quite right. Quite right. Marijuana and alcohol can do a lot of things.
Brings people together.
We are here to talk about video games. I'm sure that we've been playing some. So, let's get into it. Carmen, tell me what you've been playing, buddy.
I've been grinding on that Spider-Man real heavy.
Spidey.
But I've only made very little progress on the story.
Tell me why.
Because the side quests just drag you away every time you're heading towards it. Or there's a million icons on your screen and you're like, gotta go get them all. This is like worse than Pokemon.
Oh, man. That's something I'm dreading when I do finally pick it up, because I know I'm going to be sitting there going, up, I gotta do this, I gotta do this.
So what my plan is to clear the map to the best of my ability, and then I'm going to the next story mission. And accidentally, when I was going to get a backpack, I stumbled onto a story mission. I was like, motherfucker, I wasn't ready for this.
I hate that.
So I just grinded that out real quick, and then I was like, all right, back to getting my stuff. And I'm having a blast. I'm having a good time. I'm less squishy, but I still die every so often.
How many bags of dicks you giving it so far, preemptively?
I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna say it's like a 7.5.
Ooh,
okay.
That's not a lot of dicks.
The game is phenomenal. I'm not downplaying the fact that it's phenomenal, but it's just, I don't know. It's
not clicking.
It's clicking. I'm having fun and I'm enjoying playing it. And I want to go back, but I don't think it's as good as God of War.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's a high bar to get over right there.
Yeah,
God of War.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. High standard to get to.
And I'm trying to have this one in like I want this to compete for Game of the Year to me, and with the repetitiveness, I think it loses a bit of that luster.
Is it at least going to be in your top 5, maybe?
Yeah, it's definitely a top 5 game right now.
Okay. All right. At least that's not too bad. I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah. It's a high rated 7.5.
Okay. It's like a 7.5 bags of dicks with the balls on the side.
Exactly. It definitely has the balls.
So
I hit my usuals as well.
So in Spidey, are you hooked already? You good? You going in on hard?
Yeah, I'm going in. With everything going on in the game, it's just hard to set the controller down. It's like there's just so much, and then like a little fucking red triangle pops up with an exclamation point, and I'm like, I gotta save the world. I'm Spider-Man.
Beautiful. I love to hear it. What else you been playing? Your normals. You been playing some Rocket League.
Yeah, I've been playing that. It's just a stress inducer / reliever, and then I'm playing Destiny every other night just to keep my grind going. Ready to run some raids, even if it's just the old one, just to get my feet wet again and start thinking in that mentality. And then I haven't gone back to Mega Man 11 because the game really pissed me off because it's really fucking hard.
Don't let it beat you now.
Nope, I'm going to just play it on casual instead of normal.
Oh, wow. That hard.
I'm not playing it on newcomer. Come on now. Give me a little bit of credit. There's four difficulties.
Oh, I thought casual was like newcomer.
No. Newcomer, I don't even want to know how easy they make it.
They probably like, there's no pits, spikes don't do any damage.
But I'm gonna play it on casual just to beat it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go back to normal. I'm not gonna let Mega Man defeat me, but I was really struggling with it when I was playing on normal right out the gate.
I've been seeing a lot of reviews, and they are saying like some of these stages can get kind of bullshit. Like I heard Torchman's was a bitch.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking stupid. I've played it. And it's like a lot of the stages have those like moving walls where like if you don't stay ahead of the wall, you fucking die. And I see that in 3 or 4 levels already.
Insta kill bullshit. I hate that. That's one of the reasons I hated Quickman in Mega Man 2. It was full of that shit.
Yeah. The only thing in this one is that you kind of can slow down time, so you can kind of get ahead of it and then turn your gear off and then keep going.
Yeah, but I'm sure they thought about that when they made those stages.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are designed that way. And then some of them, like in whatever his name is, Blockman stage, there's like a pixel perfect jump, like trying to get through one of the puzzles. Yeah, and it's like, and it has that moving wall that's going to fucking kill you. So it's like, if you can't hit the jump, like, you can be perfect and miss. And that's the worst part about it.
I hate that pixel perfect shit, too.
But that's classic Mega Man.
That's true.
So, it's, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get in there.
I have also been playing Spider-Man. And I'll tell you about it after Jeremy tells me what he's been playing.
Well, you know what I've been playing.
What have you been playing, Jeremy?
What have I been playing for the last, 2 months?
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
How far are you?
I think I am at the very end now. I am doing like a optional side dungeon to power my characters up, and I have been told that the next dungeon is hands down the final dungeon. They've even done this little thing where it's like, before I go in, it's like, are you sure you want to proceed? This is the final dungeon. I was like,
oh wow,
yeah. I'm like, no, because I am, all my characters are like, their levels are in their 70s, and I'm doing some of the side bosses and dude, I remember I told you how easy this game was before. Dude,
it's not easy anymore.
Dude, these side bosses are no fucking joke. I did one, and after I had my turns, he proceeded to get 3 turns in a row and kill 2 of my characters, and then paralyze the other 2, and then kill them.
Oh, shit.
I know. Yep. I was just like, Jesus.
The side bosses should be stronger than the regular bosses, though.
I guess. I mean, like, it's... like they're very unbalanced. I did another pair today where I had to fight these 2, like, gold statues, and I beat them, but I didn't beat them the right way, so it didn't count. Like, I had to beat them using a specific pet power, and I accidentally killed one of them without using it, so I had to do the fight again. But the good news was I got to keep the experience and money, so might be a good little place to farm, because I got 17,000 experience for doing it.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, but like, I'm working on forging the ultimate weapon, which I only need like one more item to complete that. I'm getting the ultimate armors. I'm planning to do all the side quests, which are almost done. I only have like maybe 3 more. The only thing that might be a little time consuming is finding the last few mini medals, which is like, it's like the ravens in God of War. They're all over the city, but you get good. Like, I think you get the best shield in the game for finding all of them, and I got like maybe 20 or 15 or 20 left. But you can get those one at a time, or I've even gotten 10 at a time for doing side quests. That's all I have to say. But I am definitely almost done, and then I can finally join you guys in knowing what the hell a Spider-Man is.
A Spider-Man.
A Spider-Man, a man spider.
So hopefully in 2 months, when you finally get done with Dragon Quest, you can give us a full review of it.
Oh god, no! Hey, knowing this game, I'll finish it up. And it turns out there's a fucking fourth hidden chapter or something. Oh man.
Anything else, or that take up all your time?
Nah, that took up everything.
I played Spider-Man, and Carmen is absolutely right. There are so many icons that you just want to tick off the map. So I went through and did every single icon on the map.
Oh,
I've
wow.
done 3 story missions, done all the side content unlocked up to this point. That's so far I'm picking up backpacks. I'm taking pictures with monuments. Going and fighting like these construction sites where they send waves of enemies. So I did all that. Now I can do the story mission. It is so much stuff. There's so much green that just pops up on your fucking map. It's ridiculous. And you just want to go do it.
And that's my biggest fear when I get Spider-Man is I'm going to, like every other open world game, I'm not going to get anything done. I'm just going to be sitting around doing all the side shit.
Yep.
And like you said,
I haven't even...
Oh, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead and finish.
And I was going to say, if like what Carmen was saying was true about crimes just like popping up randomly, I'm never going to get anything done.
Yeah, because you can like scan while you're web slinging. And I mean, you want to scan because you want to help fight crime because you're Spider-Man, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then a fucking crime will pop up, you web sling over to it, take care of it, then you're on to the next. I have done so little of the main story, it's crazy. But a really fun game. I'm rating it a little bit higher than Carmen. I'm going to give it a 9.1 bags of dicks.
That's a lot of dicks.
It hasn't gotten repetitive enough for me yet. The combat is fun. The movement, just web slinging through New York City, feels so good. So, for all those reasons, that's where I'm at with that game.
Would you say it's the best Spider-Man game yet?
It is probably the best Spider-Man game.
That's what I want to hear.
Yes. I beat Guacamelee 2.
Okay, very good.
Very fun, cool ending. It had a lot of laughs.
Did you platinum it?
I haven't platinum yet, but it's still on the list. All I've really got to do now is go back and 100% each area, which is like go find all the stuff now that I have all the powers. And got to collect these like keys to get into like the chicken sanctuary. And then the hardest part is going to be I have to replay the whole thing on hard mode. So that's the shittiest part.
Shouldn't have started with it. Probably stacked.
I know it probably did, and I didn't even know I had to play it on hard till like 3/4 of the way through the game.
Too late.
Goes to show you. You always look at the trophies before you start.
That's what I do.
But that game was fun. It had a lot of laughs. Really fun mechanics. Of course, the final boss, you had to utilize every mechanic you had learned in the game. So, very cool. Very cool game. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. But that's really about it. Just that and Spidey have been taking up my time. Played a couple of games of Madden, got super pissed off, cut it off.
You're like, God damn, I spent $60 on the same game year after year. I will not do this with Call of Duty, I swear.
I haven't bought Call of Duty. I just have not bought Call of Duty.
But it's supposedly it's a hit.
We're gonna hear.
We'll talk about that. We're gonna talk about some blops.
We're gonna hear a tale about how he walked out of GameStop with a Call of Duty and a new Xbox One X under his arm.
Don't tempt him. Don't tempt him. Michelle is not home to stop this kid right now.
I don't tempt. I just see the future and I read it as is. Curse this.
Yes, it's going to be bad.
I'm like Christopher Walken in Dead Space.
I was watching some Twitch streams of it today. It looks good, but it still looks like Black Ops, so I'm not blown away. But we'll talk about it a little bit. Matter of fact, we might as well just keep it rolling to new releases. WWE 2K19 is out. So all you wrestling fans, you go get that.
It's pronounced wrestling.
Wrestling?
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. There's an A
all
in there.
you wrestling fans, you go pick that there game up.
Pick that there game up there.
Make sure you grab you a 24-pack of Budweiser.
No, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Super Mario Party is out, finally. There's something like, 80 games in this game? 80 mini games? Some insane number of games. But you know what's crazy is that you have to use the Joy-Cons. Like, you can't use a Pro Control. Like, it utilizes the Joy-Cons.
I'm okay with that.
So,
Well,
I mean, it's
what I'm not
tough.
what I'm not okay with though is that it's not portable. You cannot play this on the go, on the
You
plane,
can't play
on the
it in
train.
You can't play it in kickstand mode?
Nope.
Oh, that's bougie.
No, you have to play it on the TV.
Oh, no, that's some shit.
Yeah, I was looking because I was on Amazon today and it popped up and like you might be interested in, and it had like 3 stars out of 5, which I thought was really low. I just looked at some of the reviews and people are saying that you cannot play this on the go, on a plane, on a train, on the top of your house. They said it's dock mode only, or on the TV, I
Wow.
should say. Yeah. So it is some bullshit. They also said too that there's only 4 boards, and they said a lot of the mini games are just repeats, 4v4s only for most of them, and it's just not a lot of content. So a lot of the Mario Party fans aren't too happy with it.
Shout out to that first party fucking support, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like a lot of content, but in reality, it's like 5 different skins or 5 games just reskinned.
Quantity over quality. It's like the No Man's Sky of Mario Party. Just the same thing
Terrible.
repeated over and over again.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it's like, but the game should be improving. It's like they gave us 4 boards in the Nintendo 64 version. They may have given us more, maybe like upwards of 6.
Well, I'm sure the older games had more boards.
But it's like, it's not that hard to create one of these boards. I could fucking come up with 20 different fucking things from all the series.
Oh, definitely.
It's
Or hell-
like, it's dots. Like, how hard is that? Connect the dots. Like,
Well,
stupid.
I haven't heard much about it as far as reviews, but hearing all that makes me kind of it puts me on the wrong side of the fence with this game. I'm not happy to hear some of those rumors there, Jeremy. So I guess it's not rumors, it's confirmed. But
I mean, I'm not a Mario Party fan, but I feel for the fans who did not get what they wanted.
I mean,
I
it's
agree.
hate to say it, it's a good party game.
Well,
You
yeah.
know? It's like if we sat down, we would have a great time on Select Start playing
Oh,
Mario Party.
I'm sure. I'd love to be able to do that on Select Start one day, but
But not
preferably
with
one
this
of the-
fucking game.
Yeah, preferably one of the better ones.
Like the N64.
Exactly. If they ever release that N64 Mini.
oh, it's coming. Don't you worry.
Oh, we know it's coming.
Black Ops 4 released to pretty high fanfare, if I do say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at some 9s, some 9.5s, pretty high up there, even for a Call of Duty game. I did watch some Twitch streams today. I watched a lot of Blackout. It looks fun. It doesn't look phenomenal, but it looks fun. Saw Zombies. Zombies looks boring like usual. If you're a Zombies fan, you're probably going to love it. I hate zombies. So let me caveat that. I'm not a Zombies fan.
I'm
Gets
surprised,
so old so fast.
surprised you love zombies.
I love zombies. I just don't like the mode. Call
He's
of Duty
good for
Zombies.
one game of Call of Duty Zombies. One game.
Yeah, it never has gotten me. Ever. Like, even when I do good, I'm running around like, this is the whole point of this mode is just living.
I
don't
do
know.
like survival modes. I do like that. Like I miss like the Halo Horde mode game that they had in what was that, ODST? And like that's the only way
Yeah.
that I play, and that's the only way I play Resogun. I play survival mode. So like that survival mechanic is popular, but
Horde mode got really popular for a long time.
I miss Horde mode. Fucking bring it back. Get rid of Battle Royale. And just let us have Horde mode.
Bring back Horde mode. Hashtag Hordes.
Bring me all the hordes.
Bring me the Hordes. And that's really all I mean, we had some, a couple of indies here and there. But those are the big names since the last time you heard us in your speakers. So we got some news to talk about.
News.
And let's start it off with a game that I just mentioned. Guacamelee and Guacamelee 2 have made its way to the Switch. Guacamelee is out right now. You can go pick it up. And Guacamelee 2 comes out later. I don't know if it's going to be the end of this year, maybe first of next year. These are
Solid.
pretty much need to be on the Switch.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Again, hate to say it, but these are made for the Switch.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, if there's any type of game that belongs on a console like the Switch, it's these type of games. I mean, pick up, set down. There's not a whole lot of commitment there. And then you can just pick up, play a few levels, whatever you got to do. You can set it down. You can take it with you on the train, the plane, or the automobile. Isn't that right, Carmen?
Yep. I got a little more respect for the Switch when we were in New Orleans.
I'm glad. I'm glad you did. I strategically placed the Switch on the coffee table. Next thing I know, after pooping, I come back through and Carmen is playing the Switch. My plans worked.
Playing Dead Cells on it. It was fun.
I'm going to say Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for the last time because I put it on the news for some reason. I guess I double dipped, which is stupid of me. But anyway, it's a good game, apparently. If you like Call of Duty, you might want to go pick this up.
And how long till you pick it up?
I don't know. I really think I can hold out.
He won't get until
He doesn't have time to play it. He has other things to
I
play.
got to play Red Dead. I got to play Spider-Man, Mega Man 11.
Well, he's only going to play it for 2 weeks and then sell it. He's got plenty of time.
Our buddy Will last night was like, I'm going to pull the trigger on a game, and here's the order I'm going in. Spider-Man, probably. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, probably. Bottom of my list is probably the new Black Ops. Hits us a text today. I got Black Ops.
But guess what? The real win is I talked him out of Assassin's Creed because he was like, "Oh, I love the stories.
Oh.
I like the lore. Blah 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 blah." Like, man, fuck that game.
That's like the worst.
Raggedy ass fucking Assassin's Creed ass shit. Like,
that's like the worst thing about the series is the story.
Some of the articles I read did say that the formula is pretty good on they got it right this time. The reviews did lower, like you said they would, Jeremy. Not terribly, but they have lowered. But for the most part, like, the game is now, people are saying it's okay. But as far as like the open world formula they missed so many times, they got it pretty good, pretty spot on this time.
Oh really? Let me guess. You can climb up buildings. You can jump into hay bales. You can run away from big mobs of crowds that are gonna fuck you up if you try to fight them all at one time.
It's parkour, bro. It's all parkour.
Oh my. They got it right. Not.
I'm buying you this game for Christmas, and you got to play the whole thing.
You buy a physical copy of this game, and I will fucking smash it.
Will you deep fry it?
No, I'm gonna just hit it with a drumstick and break it into like 20 pieces, like right out the gate. Do not waste your money.
No Assassin's Creed in the Trisente household.
Just can't do it.
You know, we talked a little while back, and what game was it? It was Spider-Man, I think it was, where they released or talked about the 2 DLCs before the game even dropped.
It was, yeah.
It happened again. THQ Nordic has already detailed and announced, I don't know if they've detailed in full, in depth, but they've announced 2 DLCs ahead of the release of the game.
Well, they actually did go into detail of the actual DLCs.
Okay, so did you hear what kind of details?
I can't remember the names of them, but one of them sounds like it's just one of those infinite horde modes where you just throw into an arena, you fight a bunch of enemies, and see how long you last. So that one sounds boring. The other one, though, it sounds like an actual new dungeon where you have to go in, solve some puzzles, and I think the prize is like some new set of armor, a Bizzle armor or something like that. So that one does sound pretty like an actual stage. So I know at least one of them is going to be good. The other one I could give 2 fucks about. My biggest issue is I don't like that they're already working on DLC before the game's out and done. I hate this. Like, why can't it be in the game?
We talked about, I think that's what pisses off the most. Like, this content is already there. Mm-hmm. It's already happened. I mean, it's I'm not mad about it, but like it's aggravating to hear that you've got 2 DLCs planned out X amount of time in the future and the game hasn't even launched yet.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
So, I mean, Carl, what do you think about it? Like, is it something that pisses you off? Like, where do you stand on the issue now?
I think that if you've already pre-developed it, then you should put it in your game and not hold it.
Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you already put in this time, and yes, I understand why. I understand the business aspects of this. Like, okay, you're going to get us for $60, then you're going to get us for $15,
mm-hmm.
and then you're going to get us for $15. So you're going to get $90 out of your game, or you're going to sell us the big bundle for $89.99 out the gate, and we go in blind.
Man, it's like you've seen this before.
Oh, I have. Too many times.
It does happen too much.
But it's like, why not just develop, like, fresh content? Like, I understand, like, if you drew up an idea, you developed it for a week and you were like, look, this is going to be a little too complex to make the release. Let's just let's put it in the basket of possible DLCs and we'll go from there, but we won't deter the story. Like, we're going to stay right on our path. And then you start reaching in your little basket and you're like, okay, we have 2% of this done. Like, most of the time, to me, I feel like they have 80, 90% of a DLC done and it's supposed to be in the main game, and then they're like, let's just yank that.
Yeah, like I like DLC when it's obvious that they came up with this after the game had come out. That's fine. I don't mind paying extra for that. But, like we've been saying, I don't like this culture of let's sell them almost the entire pizza for full price and then sell them the extra slices for extra money later.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and it just seems to be this model that just keeps growing. It seems to be like the norm now. So we'll see. I expect Darksiders 3 to be a phenomenal game, and I'm sure that it's going to do well. And this DLC will probably do fantastic as well.
Oh, I'm still getting it. I mean, I've been waiting for another Darksiders ever since the last one came out years ago. So, but I might buy that one DLC, the one good one, but I'll wait and see. I'm definitely not going to buy no deluxe edition or anything like that shit. Just basic edition for me.
Have you played any of the DLC in any of the other ones?
I don't think the first one had DLC. If it did, I don't know it. And I have the definitive edition of the second one, but I never actually finished it. So I couldn't tell you if I got to the DLC or not.
Yeah, I've never played any of the DLC for it. But I got the same one, the definitive edition that was PS Plus or whatever. Yep.
I got it on just one of the 90,000 times it was on sale.
Yeah, fun game. Fantastic series.
Oh, great game.
We mentioned Spider-Man doing the same thing. They released a DLC, but another it actually surprised me, the stat that I'm about to rattle off to you about Spider-Man. It is one of, if not the highest platinum game percentage-wise at 10%. 10% of people who platinum this game, or who played this game, platinumed it.
That's a good bit.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, though, with how the game is set up and how they kind of give you everything. They don't make you really work for much.
Oh, so you think it's an easy plat?
Oh, it's super easy.
Okay.
I almost want to knock it off. When I beat the game, if I don't get the platinum, I'm not going back.
See, I wasn't sure.
Me and Carmen were talking about it. Like, I mean, everything. It's not like you got to go guess where something is. Everything is literally on your mini-map.
Yeah, and then if you're not close to it and you press R3 to scan, it shoots like a beacon of fucking light to the ground, basically. It's like, oh, a backpack is here? Here's a big green dick. Like, just go get it.
But, that's it's refreshing to me to do that. Like, I mean, a lot of times you get frustrated. You're like, where the fuck are these things? And then you might look at a guide or whatever. But, here, it's just like, here's the shit. If you want to go get it, go get it.
Yeah, I actually do like that, especially for big open world games, because I've played a couple where one of the trophies is hidden behind find all the MacGuffins, and then you collect them as you go along, and there's like 100 of them, and then you forget the end of the game, and you've gotten 88, and you don't know where the last 12 are, and you look at a guide, and you're like, well, which 12 of these 100 do I not have? I'm not going back there and spending 3 hours going back through each and every one and checking them off. So I'm good that they had something there to lead you to it. It might have been better though if they did instead of doing that right off the bat, maybe make it so after the game's done you get an item or an ability that could do that, lead you to them.
Yeah, you would never look to find these backpacks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You literally would just swing through and you would never stop.
Yeah, but it would still be kind of neat if you just found them on your own, and like I said, there's an item you got at the end to help you find the remaining missing ones. So
yeah, I'd be all right with that.
Little replay value, making it not so easy off the bat.
And, I mean, if you do that, if you don't show them, with God of War, at least you had, a checklist in every area.
Yeah, or that too, yeah.
That said, when you were missing those 8 or 9 birds, or ravens, whatever they were.
Yeah.
You could just go look and say, all right, I have 2 here that I need to find, I have 3 there that I need to find, blah, 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 so on and so forth.
The only difference, though, is, the areas in God of War, I'm sure, there's a lot less nooks and crannies than, New York.
Yeah, very much so. There's a lot of skyscrapers.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to have to scour every inch of every building trying to find a backpack that could be stuck anywhere.
Yes.
It does
And
good. I don't know, like, see, I'm hesitant to say it's easier. Like, I mean, yes, easier to find the stuff, but, I mean, he's still sprawled out. Like, you still have to go get the stuff, so I don't know if that makes it an easier platinum. I mean,
dude, it's super easy. I got from one end of the map to the other, like, in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4,000 meters in-game distance.
I mean, I guess it is easier, but, like, to me, it's easier in a good way. It's not a bad thing.
It's easier in a good way because it's fucking simple. You just look at the map, you pick a spot, you go to it.
Well,
you can even mark them.
What they could have done though was add different kinds of trophies that actually take some kind of challenge to do. To actually test your skill and so forth. Maybe beat 15 hordes of bad guys without getting hit or something like that.
There are some of those on there. Like, I looked at the full trophy list today because a lot of the trophies are hidden on the PlayStation Network. And there's one that I guess that a little bit later you get to meet Taskmaster. I haven't met him yet. But he gives you, I guess you can do 4 different types of challenges, and you have to get, like, the highest level challenge for him.
Okay.
I mean, you
have
to
found the Avengers building?
Yeah, I found it. But there's a trophy for going and, like, perching at the top of it. I didn't know that at the time. You've got to there's like a trophy for like 75 stealth takedowns. I mean, there's little stuff there that you do have to grind a little bit for. So it's not just all go get these icons, play through the game, and you'll get the platinum. There's a few things you got to do.
Do any of the trophies include the benchmarks?
Like what do you mean benchmarks?
There's like if you go into your menu, there's a thing called benchmarks. It's like swing at a certain speed for so many seconds and like. You've been getting them. You've been seeing them pop up. It'll be like free fall, and then you'll...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let me see, because I don't remember all of them.
Because,
see.
like, I understand that grind. Like, it's like run on a building for so many meters. Like, you gotta literally just grind out running on buildings. Or you gotta web sling close to the ground for so many seconds. And
I'm not seeing... There's ones for, like, craft upgrades. Disturb 500 flocks of pigeons. I mean... Oh, terrible. Yeah, complete a level 1 traversal benchmark. Complete a level 1 combat benchmark.
It's just basic stuff you're going to do
as
you progress through the
stuff as you go
game.
through.
Yeah, we get that.
You're going to get it as you play.
Yeah.
But I highly suggest if you own a PlayStation to go get this game.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I think it's a must-have in your collection. Speaking of the PlayStation, everybody knows we love the PlayStation here. The one thing that the PlayStation Nation has been clamoring for years and years and years has finally arrived. So back when you were 10 and you made your PSN name and you were 420X Blaze 69, you were stuck with that. Couldn't change it. All the progress you had, if you wanted a different username, you had to make a new one, start from scratch. But no longer, because they're finally and officially rolling out PSN name changes. There's going to be caveats, of course. It'll probably cost money. They're rolling out a few, like select people are testing it in 2019, but it's coming.
They really suggested that this might cost money?
I mean, it costs money on the Xbox.
That's dumb. That's just
they're gonna give everybody a free one.
Maybe, yeah, they might do that.
If they don't give everybody a free one, this is a fucking total shit move on Sony's behalf.
Like, I just don't understand why it would cost money to just.
Well, that's the next thing. Like, it's literally just a database change.
Yeah, it's like
it's find and replace, like on Microsoft Word.
Yeah, does Amazon charge me if I have to update my information? I don't think so.
No, because they know they already have you by the balls.
Exactly. Sony's already got me by the balls.
Yeah, it's just another way for them to make money.
Yeah, but it's like, it's stupid. Like, if they charge for this, even after the first free one... Now, like, I understand, like, they can limit you to maybe, like, one every 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, so to where then you're not...
On Xbox, I just looked at it. The first one is free, and then every additional one costs money. So maybe PlayStation will do the same thing.
So I think it should be limited to, like, I would say just one a year for free. And then if you want to, like, change it again, maybe it's like, $5 or something like that. Because I understand, like, if you're constantly changing your name over and over again, maybe that's just a pain in the ass to them. But,
But it's all in the back end anyways. What the fuck do they care?
Yeah.
The only other issue I can see is, like, they can do it with this once a year thing or once every 6 months, but they already have in place, like, if you go online and say, like, you need to wipe out all the users that are tied to your PlayStation account, or, like, your main PlayStation, like, when I sent mine in, it didn't get deactivated, so I had to go online and deactivate it. Like, you can only do that once every 3 months.
That's true. I had to do that for, I think when my first PS4 broke, I had to deactivate it by going online and doing it. They said you can only do it every 3 months.
Which, that's stupid as fuck, too. Like, that just deletes records out of a database. How fucking hard is that? It's not hard at all.
I mean, there's got to be. I don't know what the logic is behind it, but...
It's one fucking line. Your PlayStation, your name is tied to an ID number. I can almost guarantee it. You are ID, whatever number, 673972, known as Mouse Cop.
Badass motherfucker in parentheses.
All you do is fucking say, delete this record from this table where ID equals 3679872. I know my numbers have changed.
I'm about to say, I think that you just talked about two different people.
I did, so I just deleted the wrong person for you. I'm so sorry.
So that just goes to show that what could happen. It gets muddy.
Yeah.
The waters are muddy here, damn it.
No, the waters are not. It's fucking clear. You ever seen pictures of, like, Bora Bora? Have you seen that
clear?
Yeah. It's that clear to delete a record out of a database or to update a record in a database. Whack ass Sony.
But I gotta say, like, the day has finally come. And it's it's not come yet, but it is coming.
All right,
so rejoice, PlayStationers.
Jeremy's already made it clear he likes his name. He's not changing.
I changed for no one.
You changed for me, Daddy.
Oh, of course. Please forgive me.
Cam, you changing your name?
I will be changing my name.
You do realize you're giving up quite a good name.
I'm giving up Nona's Mascot, but the reason is because I didn't come up with Nona's Mascot. That's the one thing that's irked me for so long about my name. I love the skit it came from. I love Key and Peele, but I didn't make my own username. It's not mine, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
mine's not mine either, but it's also someone no one uses it anyway, so it feels unique to me.
Yeah, nobody knows who the fuck Don Kanoji is.
You know who that is.
I know who it is. I do.
Yeah.
Carmen, you change it?
I personally would like to have a username without numbers. So
there
right now it's Carmen T156, which the 156 has its importance in my life, the numbers. So. But I could do without them. So if I could just get Carmen T on its own, I would be golden. The likelihood of that, not very well.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to put those letters in for the first time. I actually have a whole nother profile. Like, on my very first ever PlayStation profile, Slow Deaths with a Z. And I got to, like, gamer, like, level 9. And now I'm level 13 on my Nona's Mascot. So I've started over before. So, I know the struggles. Struggles are real. All right, let's rock on. Let's rock out with our cocks out and talk about some more motherfucking Kingdom Hearts, baby. They are releasing the Kingdom Hearts, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, Ultimate Evil Edition Squared.
The story so far.
That sounds much cooler.
The story so far. The story is so confusing.
God,
right.
It is.
Does anybody really know what the fuck is happening in this game?
I know what's happening in the main series.
I just know that if you take a drink every time someone mentions the word light, dark, or heart, you will die in about 5 seconds.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. But this Kingdom Hearts story, the story so far, as it was, has every single game ever released. Every Kingdom Hearts title. That includes the Vita titles, the knockoff, the runoff secondary titles, the main titles, everything. How many games are in this thing, Jeremy?
Well, there's no Vita titles because there are no Kingdom Hearts on Vita. You're thinking the PSP.
PSP, excuse me.
Yeah. But I believe it's I want to say it's 6 games and 3 like quote unquote movies. It's just a collection of cutscenes. So it's a damn good deal for $40.
It is. I'll be picking this up.
I believe it comes with Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, their final mixes, Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep, Recode, Chain Memories, and then I think it's like the 3 compilations, like 365 over whatever. I can't keep up with these fucked whack ass names they got going on for them.
I do love compilations.
I didn't even fuck with the side games.
Only side game that was worth it, in my opinion, was Birth by Sleep because it was a prequel and it didn't actually have Sora in it, and it was actually really good. But the other ones, I tried. I couldn't get
Isn't
into.
Dream Drop like a puzzle game?
No, I know. Chain Memories is a card-based game.
Okay, maybe that's the one I'm thinking.
That's the one you're thinking of. It's where it still plays like Kingdom Hearts, but all of your actions are done with cards, which I'm like, nah.
Okay, Yugi.
Exactly. It's not time to duel.
Duel.
Oh, but it's worth it alone. It's worth it alone just for Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep, in my opinion.
I almost want to go back and play the main games before playing 3 because I haven't played in so long. Like I hardly remember. Like I played Kingdom Hearts when it first came out.
That's a lot of time.
Like I know it is, but
you're looking at probably 40 plus hours for the first one, and you're looking at even more time in the second one.
Yeah, it took me like 60 hours on the second one.
I remember beating the first one, and I remember, like, I don't know, how old were we when it came out? What year did Kingdom Hearts come out? It had to be, I was in middle school.
I think I was in college.
So I would have probably been in middle school.
Yeah, I was probably like 19, 20 when it came out.
Kingdom Hearts came out in 2002.
Yeah, so, because I went to high school in 2003.
I was a freshman in college.
Okay, so I remember playing it, and, like, when I finally got done with it, I was like, this game, first off, I played it just because I love Disney, and I was like, I get to go in all these fucking Disney places, but, man, that game, I was like, this game's so fucking awesome, but I can't remember a whole lot of it.
It's funny because I played it because I loved Final Fantasy. I could give two shits about Disney, but it won me over.
Very cool. See, there you go. Everybody's got their reason.
Selling point for me was Disney with violence.
It really was.
And it's gone to make a fantastic franchise. You know, they're making all these movies. Like, Kingdom Hearts would be a fantastic movie.
Don't give them any ideas.
Like, Disney, I can't believe hasn't done it.
Get it, like, in 2060?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Disney tends to be quicker on the draw with movies than they are anything else, so...
Yeah, but the story's not done. The story's probably not done with Kingdom Hearts 3.
They could do a spin-off story. Like, it doesn't have to be Sora. It could be in, like, the Kingdom Hearts universe. Maybe somebody else has a Keyblade.
They'll have a live-action Donald and Goofy.
No, it's all Keyblade is pure CGI.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everything that should be CGI is live action. Everything that's live action, that should be live action is CGI. You'll have a CGI human with a real-life duck with a wand. And it'll be really true to life because every time Sora asks Donald to heal him, he just goes, "Rah." Just like, God damn it, heal me!
I don't speak duck, shit!
Yeah, I want to go back and play them, but I don't need to play them to play Kingdom Hearts 3.
Goofy's over in the corner just chasing his tail because he keeps doing Goofy Tornado over and over again.
It's a strong move when it lands, though.
God, but he just wastes his fucking MP doing it over and over again.
This game was cool. I'm really excited for some of the Keyblade transformations. Those are some of the coolest graphics I've seen in a long time in a game.
I'm just ready to go to Toy Story World.
Yes, Toy Story World looks awesome.
Well, Toy Story, Big Hero 6, and Wreck-It Ralph. Those are the ones I want to go to so bad.
Wreck-It Ralph. I really enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph as a movie, so to have it in a video game like this is really exciting to me.
What level of meta are we at where a movie about video games is now in a game that's about movies, but it's also a game world?
See, that should be the meta for every game, Jerry.
We're like Inception levels of meta. There's
so many fucking layers to this thing, you don't even know what's happening.
No one knows what happens, even if you're not into it that deep.
So we'll see. That's coming out again. Do you got the date on that, Jeremy? Because I didn't put it down here.
I don't.
Kingdom Hearts, the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the story so far.
I'll look it up.
Look it up. Carmen's on the Google machine. I totally forgot to put it on here. I just thought that Jeremy had it pulled up. I thought he had his encyclopedic knowledge of Kingdom Hearts.
It's due to release January 19th.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
They're not giving you much time then before 3.
I
thought it had been out.
Hang on, wait a second. That says 28. That can't be right.
Huh? Are you thinking about it's called the story so far? You might be looking at the old compilation.
I'm looking up the Kingdom Hearts The Story So Far bundle.
Oh, okay.
So you can pre-order it now. It will release October 30th.
There you go. That makes sense.
Okay, so they give some time. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and then you'll get Kingdom Hearts 3 on the 25th of January.
Okay, that makes more sense. Give me at least some time to play these games.
That sounds better. That does sound better.
Yeah. It gives you enough time to beat him before the new one comes out, but it doesn't give you much time to play anything else.
Yeah, I don't think you play through all those games and complete them before the new game comes out, unless you don't have a job.
I don't know. I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 in 5 days.
That's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
I played 17 hours the first day because I didn't have the money to buy the game, and it wasn't like time for me to get a game like at my parents' house. Like it wasn't near my birthday, and it wasn't Christmas time, and I wasn't about to ask for no $60. So we rented it for $7, and I had it for a week, and I told myself I was beating it before I had to take it back.
Good old days when you rented games.
The good old days when you had to beat it in a weekend for me.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do no 5-day rental. No, fuck that. That's too expensive.
Yeah, I had the 5-day rental. It was during school, so I had school shit going on. I had band things going on after school. And I still somehow managed to beat it in 5 days.
God, I can't even beat a game, and I have actually 2 whole days off a week and nothing else to do.
Well, just total sidebar, I plan on beating Spider-Man this weekend.
Very nice, very nice.
You gonna platinum it?
I am 23%.
I think the platinum's off the table, Jeremy.
It's off the table?
Because it's too easy.
Oh, it's not even worth your time.
No.
You could be the man of 3 platinums.
I could. It depends on how about this? I won't say it's off the table. It just depends on what's left when I finish the game.
Because, I mean, if it's like right there, you just gotta take it, you know. It's just money on the table.
Yeah, just grab it by the platinum.
Exactly. Just we know when they let you. Just grab it by the platinum.
Grab it by the platinum. Let's talk about some more. Actually, let's switch it up.
Okay.
We've been talking a lot about Jump Force lately. There's been some fantastic character drops, fantastic news. Recently they dropped Yu-Gi-Oh, which is weird, but that's okay. And then we got some people from Hunter x Hunter, but they just released, I think, 2 new characters for Jump Force from the esteemed anime Saint Seiya. Now, if you'd ever heard of Saint Seiya, don't be disappointed because nobody has.
Just say a Saint so. What can I say?
More like Saint Seiya.
I think this is one of the. I think it's one of those animes where it's more popular, like in Japan, than it is here. Because I don't even know if this has a dub over here.
They look cheap as fuck.
Yeah, it's like it's like one of those like Power Ranger shows where it's like 5 heroes and they can transform and so forth. I know pretty much nothing about it except that it's like based on Greek mythology, and I think it's the main character, which is the red dude. I think that's Seiya, and then the other one's like the Green Ranger, and his name's Shiryu or something. I don't know. I know that the red dude was in Jump versus Victory Plus All Stars, but I think I played as him once or twice. I was like, eh.
So are these characters strong? Do you know anything about them, Jeremy?
Well, they're probably stronger than Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless he pulls out his massive hand and just slaps them.
All right.
I did Google, and the first article that comes up is Saint Seiya, the most popular anime you've never heard of. And that's because it was extremely popular over in Japan and nothing over here in the West. But they look like, I'm telling you, they look like Kmart Blue Light Special Power Rangers.
I think they look like cheap-ass Thundercats.
No, that would be the new Thundercats.
Oh my God, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, you're right. They do look like a Power Rangers spin-off, like VR Troopers or Beetleborgs or something.
Or they dress like Gundam pilots dress, but without the Gundam pilot. Like, without the Gundam.
Well, no, because Gundam pilots dress normally.
Do they, though? Like, the power suits?
Well, no, you're thinking of, like, G Gundam, where they have, like, the skin-tight suits. The regular Gundam shows, they wear, like, just plain clothes or, like, spacesuits and shit.
Yeah,
No,
like
they
I'm
look
looking.
because they got like armor on these Saint Seiya guys.
Regardless, to
Gundam
me they just
pilot
look
suit.
hella cheap.
I'll have to see how they fight. I'll have to see a release trailer. Who knows? Maybe they're cool. Maybe they're cool guys. Come on, give me a
Oh
chance.
no, like I'm about to text you this here picture, Jerry Bear. It looks awfully similar to me. But I digress. I'm not knocking on it because it's an anime I've never heard of. In all rights, it probably is a good anime, but just the look of these characters are just a put off.
Just not win you over.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Japanese aesthetics, I guess, maybe.
And I'm a fan of One Piece. It's almost as Japanese as you can get for a mainstream anime. I mean, half the normal people are like some form of dog people or animal people. I can't get into the super Japanese anime, like the ones that they don't come to the West. The anime we don't speak of over here.
Well, I can.
Yes,
I get all that shit. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like, I would be the one most likely to watch this show, but I don't really have like an interest.
Well, how about you go ahead and watch this show right after you watch Titans, and then tell us how they both are.
I would rather watch the entirety of this series than Titans. Yeah, see, she's just wearing a plain spacesuit, dude. That's not
but
armor.
to me, that looks like
That's just
the same
because
type
it's white
of
and
armor.
red.
Maybe so. Maybe the red and white's getting me. But anyway.
Yeah.
We'll see how strong they are. In the release video, have they done one yet?
No, they're probably gonna do a release video when they get some more characters in.
Okay, so we'll see kind of what they do, what their powers are, how strong they are. Man, they look so goofy.
I think about this game often, though.
I'm always excited. I do want to play a demo if they release one because I'm hoping it's not nearly as janky as All Stars was.
Oh,
like
God,
yeah. I want it to be a lot smoother. I don't want to devolve into matches where it's just juggling the other opponent over and over again, and then waiting for them to get up, and then repeating the same combo. I want there to be some more intricacies to it.
And despite all the shit I've been talking, if we do decide to pick this game up, I'm gonna main Yugi, and that's gonna be the only character I play.
I guarantee you, I'm probably gonna pick this up, knowing me.
I'm maining Zoro, so.
Oh, I know you're maining Zoro.
I'm gonna force myself to main Yugi.
Yugi's probably going to be strong. Like, I mean, he's probably going to be a beast.
He's either going to be top tier or bottom tier. There's not going to be a middle for him.
You just ain't got it, Yugi.
I think Yugi's the bottom.
Aha. It depends. Are his cards tournament banned?
Can I play these cards in a real life tournament?
That was fucking... I cracked up when you sent that text, Jeremy.
That card's been banned since 2012.
Which is crazy because that's the only Yu-Gi-Oh game I know, and half the cards I would have played with are banned now.
Oh, man. The entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh I know was from that one Cell Games thing.
I played the fuck out of Yu-Gi-Oh. God, I loved it. Some people at work are trying to get me back into Magic. Not back into it. I never got into Magic, but trying to get me into Magic.
I'll tell you right now. Do not, because you're not a poor kid anymore who has to hope that you're going to get one starter pack or one, booster pack. Like, you're an adult with a job that makes good money. Like if I go to the store right now and I buy a booster pack of Pokemon cards, I'm probably grabbing the whole box.
That's a good point.
That's
a very good point.
Like the old, like the entire starter set, those like the big ass box. You buy all 6 that are on the shelf.
They got guaranteed rares in there, man. It's just wise spending.
Yeah, like a starter deck. Like I used to have to beg to get a starter deck. Like, and I only wanted the starter deck for 2 or 3 cards in there.
Yep.
Like imagine now, like I can buy all the starter decks on the fucking shelf, plus all the booster packs, and go home and feel kind of shitty after I get done, but know that I'm still going to be able to pay my bills.
But see, it gets worse than that, Carmen. You could literally go onto eBay and hand pick the cards that you want and buy them off eBay nowadays.
That's
I know.
true.
I used to sell my Pokemon cards on eBay.
Like, it has devolved into such... You want this card? You want this holographic? $100 on eBay.
Exactly. And because I have a job and I have money,
You're going to buy it.
I could do it if I wanted to. So what I'm telling you is don't do it.
Don't go down the rabbit hole, huh?
Like, if you want to play Magic, say, hey, do you mind if I just use one of your decks?
Especially with Cam's poor self-control.
Yeah, you have no fucking self-control as well. And you'll play, and you'll fucking get decent at it, and then you'll just quit, and then you'll have fucking $9,000 worth of Magic cards sitting there at home getting slobbered on by a Great Dane.
I'll just go over to his house one day and he'll just be in the corner. I'll see packets of Magic cards just ripped open. He's over in the corner holding himself. Michelle's left. There's no money left to pay the rent.
You know what's funny? I was about to say the only thing that I don't have much self-control in is nerd stuff. And then I was like, well, fuck, we're talking about Magic. So shot myself in the foot on that one.
Yeah, so you would definitely dive in, balls deep. Yeah, no. Don't do it. It's just a bad idea when you have money. I think often that, like, I really liked playing the Pokemon trading card game. I loved playing. I used to go to Books A Million as a kid. And I used to I'd play all day on Saturday. And, like, I can't imagine doing that now because I would lose and then I would just go buy every fucking booster pack and I would come back with the strongest deck you could think of. And I would be like, come here, you little 11-year-old. Come over here, you little fucking nerd. Let me slap your glasses into contacts. And then let me play you in this fucking game and whoop your ass.
Oh, you got that black dragon? Behold, the power of capitalism, bitch. I got 6 of them.
I summoned all 6 at once, laid them bitches on the ground, and smacked the motherfucker across the face.
I am your worst nightmare, an adult with disposable income and nothing better to do with my time.
Exactly. And then I'd fucking rip them up in front of his face and make him cry like a little baby.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Could you imagine doing that? Like winning a game with them, taking their best card and just ripping it from them, just like peace, bitch.
Bro, as kids, we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh for keeps.
Oh shit.
Me and my cousin used to wreck motherfuckers in the neighborhood. We would just slay. In Yu-Gi-Oh, we used to play for keeps.
Shit, I'd play for keeps. I was rocking Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day.
Bro, we used to just snatch motherfuckers' cards. They'd be like, nah, I'm not giving it to you. I'd be like, you're giving it to me. We said we were playing this way. Like, I just thugged it out in Yu-Gi-Oh! It was pretty bad. Like, thinking back, like, I was kind of a bully.
I had this one friend who was older than me, like, too old to be hanging out with someone, like, a group, like, people my age, but, like, I think he wasn't mentally all there, so he hung out with people, like, my age at the time. It was, like, a 6-year difference. But...
You can just say my name, Cam. I know who you're talking about.
But, no, it wasn't you, Jeremy. It's not weird now. It's weird when I'm 13, 12.
Oh.
But, like, he would just go buy this shit, and, like, he would, like, give me his old cards. So, like, I would have, like, a semi-decent deck all the time that, like, would pump up with, like, his cards. So he'd go get some new cards, and he'd be like, here, take this, or yada, yada, yada. So, like, we would slap each other. We'd go to the tournaments in the mall on Saturdays and just rock people.
Hey, kid, you want some free Yu-Gi-Oh cards? They're right here in the back of my van.
Bro, there's probably at least 8 opportunities for me to get raped as a child that I've made it through.
Yeah, Cam, did he touch you inappropriately?
No, he didn't, and that's the thing. Like, I made it through as a very, very innocent relationships, and apparently you can't have those nowadays. But let's not get political. I like free stuff. I like free stuff. Y'all like free stuff?
Only when it's in the back
only
of the
when
van.
It's in the only when it's in the back of the van. It starts with, "Hey kids, do you want some Yu-Gi-Oh cards?"
Who wants free candy and back rubs?
What is that sweet, sweet music I hear? Is that an ice cream truck? The PS Plus games for November were leaked already. Can you believe it? We just had October hit. And let me tell you,
they've been confirmed though.
They were confirmed officially.
They were.
We have Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. Fantastic game. It brings like the hell yeah to a shooter. It's awesome.
It's
I mean, you get points for like shooting people in the nuts, and you can slow down time and all kinds of shit. It's fantastic.
So fun.
And Yakuza Kiwami, and you know if you're a avid listener, you remember Jeremy playing the fuck out of it for a long time back in the day. Fantastic game as well, and those are 2 hard hitters that, man, Microsoft is going to have to step it up to compete with.
I don't know what they could possibly release to compete with that. Like they'd have to give you Kingdom Hearts 3 for free next month to beat that.
I mean, they could drop bombs. Like, I'm expecting Microsoft to, like, eventually just drop, like, a new game is releasing and they just say, fuck it. Like, you guys can have it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, that's what they would have to do. Like, they'd have to give you Red Dead 2 for free to beat that.
That would be pretty stellar.
That would be. And that'd be the only thing you get, but I'd be like, damn.
What a move. Yeah, I get
that's just nuclear option.
But we've got some good free games coming, so be on the lookout. And don't forget to get your October games. They should be out now. We went over them. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. I know there's like Laser League and fucking...
Laser League and Friday the 13th. That's all
Friday the 13th, yeah.
Have any of you tried Friday the 13th?
Jeremy has it.
I bought it last year and I haven't played it yet. It's installed. I haven't played it.
Yeah, I'm going to install it. We'll play it together.
Yeah. I'll hunt you down. Or we'll survive together.
One of the two. Something's going to happen. We're going to have a good time.
If you want to hunt Cam down, just show up with a rickety old van with some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And
they better be holographic.
I just stand there with my machete.
You better give him a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I'm not a cheap date.
Now we.
You better have all 5 Exodus pieces. There's a little game from a little studio that no longer exists called The Walking Dead, obviously from Telltale. And we know the debacle. Telltale kind of closed its doors, screwed over a lot of people. But a white knight in shining armor. He doesn't have to be white. He can be whatever color you want him to be. Cam has saved the day. Skybound. The famed creators of Slime Rancher and famed publishers of that one game that I forgot we were talking about earlier.
Long Dark.
That's it, Long Dark, which I reviewed, so go check that out too. They also are the creators of Super Fight, which is what we're going to play in a little bit. But they came and they actually saved the game. They're going to, I guess they bought the rights, I don't know, but they're going to actually finish production of The Walking Dead so the final installment can come out. So hats off to them. Say what you want to about Telltale and their games. It's pretty cool when another studio steps in to finish a long-running, well-received series.
I just don't like cleaning up people's messes.
I agree.
I don't like that like in my day-to-day life. So like to pick up a game that's not complete is going to be really a pain in the ass.
But it could be they could save it if the choices you have to make are based off of random cards you get. So like Clementine, maybe she's fighting a zombie, but she gets a shotgun that shoots other shotguns, but she has T-Rex arms.
Yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool.
That would be dope.
A super fight game, like a fighter, would be fucking dope.
That would be awesome. I would buy that.
So, like, it just randomly rolls. You can pick what expansions you want, and then it goes from there. So, if you guys want to make a game, fucking scrap this Walking Dead bullshit and make the super fighting game.
That would be so cool. Oh, man, it'd be so much fun, endless possibilities.
Yeah, and you would have these lopsided. You would have fights that were really even, and then you'd have fights that were really lopsided, and they would just be super brutal.
And they'd be super funny as shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want to have my baby armed Hulk fighting a long legged Superman or something.
Yeah. So Jeremy, I'm gonna ask you a question. Like as a graphic designer, say I was working on a comic book and I had completed 13 out of 27 pages. And I drew all of these things. How hard would it be for you to go in and not lose that style that I've already drawn?
Pretty hard, actually.
And that's what the fuck they have to do with this game.
Like, even if you gave me, like, your character sheets and even, like, the script to follow, it would definitely, no matter how hard I tried to replicate it, it would still have, like, traces of my style in it. It would never feel the same. You can try and copy, Van Gogh or Da Vinci, but you're never gonna, capture the spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Carmen brings up good points.
Yeah, like, that's hard. Like, because I may have a certain way that I like to shade, and you can get close to the way that I'm going to shade these characters, but it's not going to be the same. So is half the game going to look one way and the other half going to look another, or are you going to scrap everything that's already done and basically create the game from scratch?
You know what they could do, and they could kill two birds with one stone. I mean, they could, if they had the room to, they're rescuing this game. Why don't you rehire some of the creative team on the game? So then you're giving some of these people at least a job until they can find something else, and then you still have some of the same DNA in the game that you had up at Telltale.
Well, I don't know, because then they probably have to relocate to wherever they're at, and they probably don't want to do that just for a temporary gig.
And then on top of that, you already had to pay for the rights to get the game, so you're already in the hole. So then you have able people that can do these things.
Yeah, I'm sure they got their own team ready to go.
Yeah, do you pick up more developers and more artists just to make one fucking game come out?
Half of a game, actually. Well, like
I would say no. I mean, I would say no, but I mean, if they see it in their budget, or if maybe this game is going to make them some money, they would bring on, a squad of some of the. I mean, it obviously wouldn't be a significant team, but bring some of the DNA, like maybe creative directors or the people who did the score, or whatever it may be, something to keep some of that original DNA from the game.
Yeah, it's like we don't know all the financial details as to what it took to get the game. But I'd imagine they're pretty deep in the hole, and I really don't expect this game I don't know how well they sell, so I don't know if they're going to make a lot of money.
I think it's going to sell quite well because just people are so into the story now, they want to see it finished. But I think critically, it's probably going to be on the lower end of the reviews. I mean, or at least for these games. Like, if the other games got 8s and 9s, I'm seeing like 7s, 6.5s, and so forth.
Yeah, and it's just because the magic is gone.
Exactly. It's going to just kind of feel like a shell. It's going through the motions, but it's not all there.
I really feel like The Walking Dead was probably Telltale's biggest claim to fame. Obviously, The Wolf Among Us was super popular for them, but I think that Walking Dead was their most noted title. So, especially you add on top of this debacle that happened, I think that it'll bump some numbers and some money for them.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, well, I'm anxious to see how good it is and what happens. I still think Telltale did something really dirty to their employees, and
oh yeah, no doubt.
It kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I hope that they don't rebrand or somebody doesn't open them back up.
God, I hope not.
But let's keep it rocking. We've got one last thing to talk about. We have had a new faithful listener who's been interacting with us and brings up the point that he wants us to talk about Xbox more. We are obviously PlayStation fanboys here. We try to be as, what would you say, open and unbiased as possible, but we definitely have a favorite.
Oh yeah.
We definitely think that one of the platforms is better than the other.
Because it is.
And he stopped listening right there.
But we're going to take some time, and we are going to talk about Xbox a little bit more because it was requested, and we want to talk about what you want to hear. And we're going to try to make it, a point to talk about it a little bit more in the future. We do knock it a lot just because of, the lack of exclusives being the big one. But when you really look at the company as a whole, Microsoft gaming division especially, within the last, I would say, what would you guys say, about a year, they have made some of the biggest moves in gaming history. And I say that because one of the best deals I've ever seen done in gaming is on the Xbox right now in Games Pass.
I was going to say the Game Pass thing.
Yeah, I mean, so think about this. Not only do you get every new exclusive title, you get a backlog that they keep adding 4, 5, 6 games to a month. Microsoft has some of the best hardware, like the Microsoft controller, best controller ever made, I think, in my opinion. I don't know if y'all agree or not.
I still wouldn't call it the best, but it is damn good. From the little bit of time I've held it playing Cuphead, it is very comfortable. I really do like it. I mean,
yeah, I think it feels good.
Yeah, the only reason I don't say it's the best is just because I'm so dyed in the wool with PlayStation. I just like that PS4 DualShock. But man, that Xbox One is just nice. Nice, it's comfortable.
Absolutely. And what we're going to talk about now as part of the news is they just came out with what's called the xCloud, Microsoft xCloud. We talked about it. We got into a nice debate. I don't think it was last week, maybe a couple weeks ago, about where gaming's heading. This era of the cloud, quote unquote, gaming, and obviously, and you would think if it's going that way, Microsoft is going to want to lead the helm, if you will, because they are all about portability, not portability, but universal. Maybe what's what I'm looking for? Like if it's universal. It's if you got it on one Microsoft console platform, it's going to play on every single Microsoft platform, no matter what, seamlessly.
I guess like universal playability.
Yeah.
So except they're not doing it. This new xCloud isn't just for Microsoft devices. It's
not just for right because they're adding mobile into it, and eventually they want to add more. They want to add more to almost every device you can think of is what their goal is. So what they're doing is they're using their infrastructure. I forget the name of it, but it's already rolled out in like 140 countries. They said.
So what is it exactly? Because I know nothing about this.
So it's basically the skeleton of cloud gaming. So you're going to be able to go into a server, for lack of a better word, and you're going to be able to stream these games from some Microsoft server onto your laptop, your Xbox console, maybe your TV without a console, your
really?
Mobile device. Yeah.
So I'd be able to play like the new Gears of War without actually having to own an Xbox.
That's obviously the goal. And they're starting to move to that. They're still going to have consoles this next generation, but I think this is their first step towards doing the cloud gaming, which I do think is going to be a heavy form of gaming in the future.
It's definitely a viable option. It's just I have to see it implemented to a point that gives me confidence.
I mean, like the picture they show, like in like the thumbnail basically of the YouTube video, it's an Xbox controller with a mount for your cell phone, and it's definitely an Apple phone because they've covered up the bottom. I can tell that, and basically it's playing Forza or a racing game of some sort. I'm going to say it's Forza. It's
got to be Forza. It's Xbox.
Yeah, so they're playing Forza on their phone, and it looks really crispy. Obviously, the image is simulated, but...
Yeah, it's a mock-up, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty cool. And this is Microsoft's direct stab at the Switch.
I mean, that would be awesome. I would love to be able to play like actual console games like on my phone
with a controller.
Yes. I mean, that would be a great on-the-go situation.
I think that this is Microsoft's jab to every company. I mean, Sony's got the PlayStation Now, which is known to not be so smooth if you don't have the right connection. So now Microsoft's saying, "Watch what we're about to do."
Yeah, but this is different. I don't think that this and PS Now we are as similar as we want to make it out to be.
No. PS Now is more like Games Pass. That's all it really is.
Yeah.
But you stream it, like you literally stream it from a cloud, which is
you don't have to do that anymore.
You don't have.
You're not gonna have to stream from the cloud.
The service for 3 years was streaming from the cloud, or 2 years, how long it's been.
Okay, but this is literally taking any game that you've bought on the go.
Right, and being able to buy these games and play them anytime you want, like from the cloud, like a digital storefront that you don't have to download. You could basically log into your PSN and boom, there they are, or your Microsoft. What is it called? Gamertag.
Yeah, and to me, this is kind of brilliant in the fact that I don't want to buy an Xbox, but I would sign up for their online service to play games like Cuphead on my phone.
Me too. Absolutely.
Like that. It would allow me to play the exclusives with only having to invest a small amount of money.
Well, it's not only that too, but like if it's not even exclusive games, if it's just like games that are on Xbox, I could play third-party titles on my phone. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any game that's going to come to the to the Microsoft platform, or I'm guessing you can include Steam in that, and even to the PC platform. You'll be able to get.
Steam is already working on this.
Yeah, and I'm sure that. I mean, the people that have their hands in this, especially the PC realm, Microsoft obviously being heavy in it, they're definitely looking to this streaming cloud type service. And it's going to put, I mean, we don't know how much resources are coming from other companies, but I think Microsoft is going to lead just go, be the spearhead for this.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt if just Microsoft is 100% spearheading this. They got just more money than God. So
yes. So that being said, Microsoft has made some of the biggest moves, period, ever. Why we do knock them, and a lot of times it's jokingly, but they don't have the exclusives. Now, what did they do to rectify that situation? They went out and bought, 6 studios?
They bought a lot of studios.
And they said, come on, here's what we got. Think about, here's the future. Think about the future. And that's like we've said before. It's all fine and dandy, but what's happening right now? Fact of the matter is, nothing's happening right now. You've got Forza 4. Looks fantastic. But that, it's the new iteration of Forza. I mean, I can't get behind it. It's like saying, FIFA 19 is going to be the game of the year, the must-play game, or the must game to have. It's the next iteration of FIFA, right? So that hurts Microsoft. I mean, as far as the hardware goes, I mean, the X is stronger than the Pro, but they just don't have the games, the software to back it up.
They don't have their Horizon Zero Dawn, is what you're saying.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. And
they do need more killer IPs, and they need like big AAA IPs.
And they need new IPs.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like Cuphead's a great game, but it's an indie IP. They need like a big AAA IP. They need another. It doesn't have to be Halo, but they need something on that scale. They got the money, they got the studios, they can make it happen. And
you think about it like, imagine any other console developer putting the weight of their console, the success or the proponent of their console on an indie game. It's unheard of, really.
I mean, I'll give them credit too. They did try with Sea of Thieves. They failed miserably, but they tried.
You had a lot of people thought that Crackdown might do it. It's just not going to do it. I think at this point they just need to shut Crackdown, shut it down and chalk it up to the game. I think they need to. They set their sights too narrow. They seem to focus mostly on FPS games or first-person games. They need to do some third-person stuff. The only third-person game I can think of they have is Gears of War, and that's it. Right, and don't you think though that the biggest reason they need new IPs is because eventually even Halo's going to get stale if it hasn't already. I mean, Halo and Gears constantly is not going to support your system, and I think they may have relied on it too long. You know what would have been a perfect Xbox One exclusive if it wasn't already multiplat is that new that RPG that's coming out, that Mutant whatever it's called with like that cat looking thing. Oh yeah. If that had been made by Microsoft, that would have been a perfect exclusive for their system. It has a Microsoft look and feel to it. It would have been something I definitely would have loved to have gotten. But it's obviously multi-plat now. But that's the kind of game they need to be looking at making for the exclusive for Xbox, or making a game like that. Yeah. Yep, for sure. As a company, they are. If you've got a picture of a graph, they are shooting up right now. Yes. I have a feeling that they're gonna, if Sony keeps doing what they're doing, Microsoft will overtake them next generation. Yes, they're not going to beat them this generation right now, but if Sony doesn't make some bold moves, I think we're going to see another turnaround. Exactly, because if Microsoft had the caliber of exclusives this gen that PlayStation had, this race would have been much more cutthroat. Oh, I mean, at some point, that is the biggest factor because the Xbox is a good piece of equipment. Maybe original, launch gen, it wasn't quite as strong as PlayStation. It wasn't. It was under. But now they've got the strongest console on the market, and the sad part and the reality is they just don't have they've got the. I'm trying to think of a good analogy here. They've
They
got
have
the car, they
exclusives.
just don't have the wheels.
I mean, they've. That's the big thing that's keeping them behind Sony is the lack of exclusives. If they had the exclusives to keep up with them, it would be a lot more close knit than it is right now. But they've just never had the exclusives. I mean, the 360 did so well because it had such a huge leap. It came out a year before the PS3 or the Wii, so it had a good time to get install base. That's why it had a nice, good, gestation time. But this came out the exact same time as the PlayStation. And now they're getting the same games that the PlayStation has, but they're not getting all the exclusives, and it's just having them lag behind in terms of sales. They're making great strides, but like I said, they almost need to, I don't want to say abandon this gen and focus on next gen, but they really do need to focus on next gen. Prepare that war chest for next time.
I just wonder sometimes, like, if they're, like, holding their cards.
They might be.
Like, they have games that are being cooked, like, right now, but they just don't talk about them.
That's
and,
a very
and
good
for
possibility.
very good reason, because, like, they could, like, swoop in towards the end of this generation knowing that they have a console coming out in, say, a year. Like, let's hit them with all these top-notch games that max out the Xbox One X, and we'll slam it hard for this last year, and we'll just leave Sony in the dust because they've already shot their shot, so to say.
That's exactly what PlayStation did with the PS3, because they lagged behind forever, and then like those last couple of years, bam, they started just dropping bombs. I mean, look at fucking Last of Us. That thing just pushed that hardware to its limits, one of the most critically acclaimed games of all time, and if I'm correct, I think the PS3 did finally overtake the Xbox 360 in terms of sales by the end of their lifespan.
I'm not entirely sure. That's something that we'd have to look up, but I think they might just be holding their cards. And if they're doing it, then at some point you have to know when to, play them. Like, you have to play your cards at some point.
The 360 sold 84 million, the PlayStation 3 sold 83.8, give or take a few thousand.
You said it sold how many?
Xbox was 84 million.
Uh-huh.
PlayStation 3 was about 83.8, give or take a couple thousand.
So it was like a tie.
Just under. Under.
So
considering how far behind they were when they started, that's a hell of a gap close right there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the biggest takeaway that I have with Microsoft right now is I'm gaining respect for them. Every time I see them. I mean, they're not slipping up. They are climbing this mountain steadfast. I mean, they're ready to go. There's
a reason we don't have a Microsoft don't corner.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta come up with a better name for it, but
work on that and get back to us.
Yeah, but yeah, like they honestly, I can't say they fucked up since they've turned. They obviously fucked up when they launched with that god awful DRM plan and all this bullshit they had when they first announced the One. But ever since they've changed, course on the old Xbox ship, they've been doing nothing but the right move, essentially, from here on out.
Right. The only slip up I can think of was this Crackdown debacle. I mean, they hyped this game up and it's basically non-existent. Even Sea of Thieves still had its following. I mean, it was a shitty game in my opinion, but
oh yeah, that's more of I see that more like Rare. That's they made the game.
Yeah. But hardware, console wise, accessory wise, I mean, Microsoft is a top-notch gaming console. We give them shit just because we're PlayStation fanboys and all that. But when it comes down to it, Microsoft is in a position to throw the checkmate on PlayStation, loading up on first-party studios, doing all this backwards compatibility, dropping a thing, something like Games Pass. They're working on this cloud save. Next thing you know, they're probably going to do this giant fucking bundle where you get Xbox Gold, Games Pass, and xCloud for like $80 a month, and the crowd's going to go fucking wild, and Sony's going to go out of business.
Let's not forget their best move of all, which was fucking finally killing the Kinect. Thank God.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. Figuring out what their losses were and cutting it.
Yeah, just fucking cutting off the arm to save the body.
So, Forza, fantastic looking game. I'm not a racer, but I can appreciate it. It's not it doesn't fill that gap that needs to be filled as far as IPs go.
No, it's another iteration of one of their few IPs and a good game, But yeah, they need more, a lot more.
So there's our take on Microsoft. I think we're going to try our best to talk a little bit more about it each week now, because we do talk about Nintendo and Sony a lot. Microsoft kind of gets the boot.
Yeah. They do.
But that's it. That is it for the news. That is it for the new releases. That is it for the topics we have. Do y'all have anything else to go over?
I do not.
Go over these nuts.
These nuts.
Ooh. Topical.
All right, Jeremy, tell them what time it is.
It's time for Super Fun!
Yes, absolutely. Let's get to it. While Carmen gets those cards ready, I'm going to get a beer.
He fights better when he's drunk. We have video evidence of this.
All right, so I got the character cards out. Let's grab a random little pile here of abilities.
That's laces.
All right, we got some random powers out of the old Dexky Doodle. The scenarios and the locations have been shuffled. Now we just wait for Slow Boy. I'm sure he got a beer and he went to pee.
Oh, shit. Carmen, you ready to get your ass beat?
Yep, I'm ready.
Right.
You're in control here, so I've dealt out 5 character cards, so me and you will get our 2 to fight with, and then the 3 remaining will be for our three-way battle. So you can pick any number 1 through 5.
4.
All right. You are a cactus.
Son of a bitch.
Short-lived reign, though. Oh, man.
I'm going to go with, out of the remaining 4, I'm going to go with the third one.
We're going to get a cactus harvester or something.
Eater of cactuses.
I got pick a comic book character.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Cactus Man.
Yeah.
Who are you?
The Hulk.
Oh, smash.
Okay.
Fuckers, I've been raped by you guys by the Hulk too many times.
Battle of the Greens.
Please give me a good power.
Oh. You have the power to sweat profusely.
All right, there's 4 of them. Pick 2.
1 and 2.
Okay, you have no arms.
Oh, you're a cactus, of course.
Okay, all right.
And you're armed with a puppy musket.
I'm just going to. Well, let me hear your powers.
I'm a super genius,
Oh my god, dude.
and I'm armed with a flamethrower.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw in the tag.
Wow.
I'm gonna throw it in.
And we have a champion.
You don't even want to know your location or your
I don't.
scenario?
Let's go. Let's just at least know the location and scenario. Just see how
We'll
fucked
hear
up this
'em
would have been.
Okay, the location's a carnival.
Doesn't help me.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't help or hurt. I'll just throw you through any of the carousels and rides. And the fighters are wearing high heels.
You have no feet, so
I would like to throw the towel in. I know you like to hear the arguments, but I don't think I even have an argument.
what are you gonna do?
I don't know what you would do.
Yeah, you can't move. You're a fucking cactus.
Like,
You have no
that's terrible.
arms.
I concede the fight. I'll let Carmen have the win. He got
It's
this
a
fucking like
dirty way to win.
smart Rambo Hulk wielding a flamethrower, and then you got a cactus with no arms
And a puppy gun.
and fucking high heels.
Oh my god, this might be the first so lopsided we couldn't even do it fight in the history of the show.
Carmen takes the W. I can't argue.
Damn,
We've had 2 very controversial weeks of Super Fight.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I love how we went from one that was so complicated and intricate we had to have a bonus round to just fuck it. There's no possible way I can win. You win.
There's nothing.
There's nothing you can do. This is literally like the Green Lantern versus the color yellow. You know? Superman versus Kryptonite Man.
Terrible.
Batman versus dead parents. You can't win.
That's a good one.
Damn. All right, boys. We got a fight.
All right.
So, Cam, pick first.
Fuck. Fuck
1,
me.
2, or 3?
He's
3.
He's opposing.
3?
3.
You're a disembodied head. Yo, you've just been fucked.
This beer tastes fantastic.
All right, Jeremy.
Oh, that's good. This is brought to you by Lagunitas Brewing Company, the one and only. Get your crisp on beer.
Except we're not sponsored by them, so fucking don't say that.
I'll take number 1.
All right, you're the Illuminati,
Okay.
and I'm Gandhi.
All right.
Oh shit!
I think we need powers.
We need some powers.
All right.
Hopefully, I'm a disembodied head with telekinesis.
Maybe there will be 100 of them.
Cam's a disembodied head who is blind and has vertigo.
All right,
Oh
I'm
my
shuffling
God.
a small deck. Cam, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right. You're a disembodied head covered in eyes.
Oh my god.
Jeremy, tell me when to stop.
I could just see the bullshit about that.
Oh, stop.
Okay. You're the Illuminati armed with a portal gun, which I'm sure
Okay.
the Illuminati
Oh
already has.
shit!
We already own
All
it.
right,
Okay.
Rick Sanchez over here.
All right, Morty. Let's go.
All right, let's see what I can get for Gandhi. I'm Gandhi in a jet fighter. This is so fucked.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Okay. I can still work with this.
Okay, but am I Gandhi the pilot, or am I Gandhi in a jet
You're-
with somebody
you're-
else flying?
You're Gandhi the man, and I'm assuming you're piloting the jet fighter.
Except I'm a peaceful person.
You got to argue that. You got.
Hey, I mean, listen. You don't have to break peace to just fly a jet plane or a fighter pilot jet, whatever the fuck it is.
All right. Cam, do you want to start?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Cam blinks mercilessly.
So I automatically beat Gandhi because Gandhi doesn't kill, hurt, or injure. So that just leaves the Illuminati with a portal gun. Now, here's the thing with the Illuminati. Above all else, they do not like to come out of hiding. So the Illuminati would not even want to engage in a fight because they would expose themselves. They would use this portal gun in other ways, like throwing it under a president, making him fall through into spikes. I don't know. But they would not be worried about a severed head covered in eyes. Matter of fact, it'd be too gross for them. So while Gandhi's up there flying his jet around, not killing, he's going to run out of gas and crash. The Illuminati, they're not going to expose themselves, and they're probably going to have a terrible accident by misusing the portal gun. Therefore, I'm the winner.
Cam
Okay.
reaching for straws.
Jeremy?
I had to
Okay.
do something.
As the Illuminati, we have a deep, vast knowledge network of everything, including how dangerous that little severed head covered in eyes can be. We will use our portal gun first on Gandhi's jet fighter, and we will make him crash into the severed head, killing them both.
Oh, power move!
Bam!
Jeremy's hit a finisher.
We then slip back into the shadows and maintain our grasp on the world government.
Wow, Jeremy came duking, swinging some fists.
That's right.
Yes.
What you got, Gandhi?
All right. So as Gandhi, as I prepare for this fight and I'm having my missiles loaded in, I'm going to make sure that I have my Sharpie with me. And on every missile that gets loaded in, I'm just going to write Peacekeeper on it. So I'm not going to not keep the peace in this situation. I'm going to shoot these fucking missiles at the severed head, hopefully sticking one directly into one of the many eyes that it's covered in. And then after that, I'm going to be smart and I'm going to meditate while I'm flying to avoid the portals as they're getting thrown out at me very aggressively by all the people in the Illuminati, like all 4 of them. And I'm just going to blow up every major building that I can think of. So like the White House, Secret Service, if you're listening, I'm not really going to blow up the White House.
I'm about to say, disclaimer.
And like I'm just going to blow up every important building that I can think of, hoping that you guys are in there until I have achieved victory.
Dun, dun, dun.
Done.
We're going to let Cam pick the winner because...
Well, since I'm out of this one, I'm going to give it to the vast hidden network that is the Illuminati. Now, if you were anybody else driving that fighter, I think you might could have won. But Gandhi's too peaceful. He's not going to recklessly shoot buildings and kill people. That portal gun is going to be pretty useful against somebody just flying a jet. So, got to give it to the Illuminati.
Can I tell you how I would have argued if I was a severed head? And you would have been the Illuminati?
Absolutely, go for it.
I would have said that I would have let you two go at it, and then when the Illuminati won and you come to finish me off, I blink in Morse in secret Illuminati code, and you realize I am actually the head of the Illuminati. And you bow down to me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, because what's the sign of the Illuminati? The pyramid with the eye.
The eye.
Yeah, the eyes.
The all-seeing
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Get us the fuck out of
Well,
here.
in the wise words of Jeremy, eat a dick or suck a dick, whatever he said that one time. But no.
Do something with your dicks.
Before we go, we are giving away a copy of Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Check us out on Twitter.com. Hella Average Gaming, AVG, not the whole word. It's pinned. All you have to do is like us on Twitter, retweet the giveaway, and subscribe to us on YouTube. And if you want a bonus entry, all you have to do is comment "done" and your Twitter handle on the latest episode. So this will be episode 71, so you can comment on 71 or 70. And that will give you a bonus entry in. And we are going to draw the game after the 26th of October. 100% free. Shipping is included. All you have to do is follow the instructions in the tweet. But now that that's said and done, suck a dick and stay hella average.
Peace.
Sucking a dick gets you 2 extra entries. Void where prohibited.